So apparently some users have been experienced Joy-Con drift on their Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons and even some on the Pro controllers. And well, I fixed it and other outlets have done teardowns to basically tell us that Nintendo did not change the same joysticks as the ones on Nintendo Switch. So we're getting the same exact joystick, same tech basically. And well, I found that hard to believe because even some users were saying, oh, I had Joy-Con drift right out of the box, when that seems impossible since you have to give it some type of use in order to get a Joy-Con drift, right? So I went digging, right? And I've been digging for a while until today, where I found an update from Nintendo, not from me, from anywhere else, from Nintendo, right? This news is from this channel. I am the source. I discovered a patent that talks about the improvements that Nintendo actually made on the Joy-Cons, on the joysticks on the Joy-Cons and the joysticks on the Pro Controller too. And I'm going to go ahead straight into that. We'll read it together. But before we dive right in, we are almost close to 54,000. We're about like 10, 15 subscribers away, and you could be the one to bring us over that mark. If you can subscribe, hit that like button, leave your comment down below. I would really appreciate it so much. Let's get that 54 in this video. 54K this video. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the patent. All right, so I went ahead and shared the patent here on my X account. I would invite you to also follow me there at X, Mike Odyssey YT. And so let's go ahead and look at the images first. This is the patent that was discovered. I discovered this early today, July 15th. So it was basically published today as of the recording of this video, one day ahead of the publisher. And so here we have some images on how this new joystick works, right? It has these little areas here that prevent the joystick from going all the way down. So they made these areas here and here. So when you actually move the joystick, it doesn't go all the way. So it stops at a certain point, right? Which allows it to come back to the center piece here. As you can see here, it's kind of demonstrating what these little things here are for, and that will allow it so when you push it, it will never push to its very limit, right? Allowing it to come back. And so it's the same thing on this side. Here we have other images pointing to the top of the joystick here, and we have other images here. Let's continue to look at the images. We have the outer part of the joystick, and there we have it again. But more importantly, here is the description of the Joy-Con patent. I'm gonna go ahead and read it, and this basically I went ahead and summarize this to the best of my abilities in plain English, because sometimes patents are hard to read. So let's go ahead and read here. This patent filed by Nintendo describes an improved design in the analog stick like the Joy-Con sticks on the Nintendo Switch. The key focus is on the operation member, the part where you tilt, right, where you tilt your thumb, and how its movement is controlled within the controller housing. The patent introduces a new way to limit how far the analog stick can tilt, which is meant to improve its feel and durability. Here's the core idea in plain language. The analog stick has the key top, the part that you touch, a shaft, the stick itself, and a protruding portion, a wider umbrella-like structure around the shaft. Inside the controller, there's a pedestal, a ring-shaped component that the protruding portion touches when you tilt the stick, okay? When you tilt the stick, the protruding portion hits the pedestal, stopping the stick from tilting too far. So it's basically what I explained earlier. So it allows it so that when you do hit the joystick here and you bend to the side, it has a limit, right? Because it could actually go further, and you could tell that when you click it to the side, there's still some gap, there's still some space there, all the way down. So you know, in a sense, if you hit it way too if you hit it too hard, you can break that little piece. And the joystick might go all the way and touch the controller. All right, so the design aims to make the stick movement smoother, more precise, and less prone to wear over time. Key improvements: the patent outlines several improvements over traditional analog stick designs. So reduce friction and wear. In older designs where they tilt the stick, the shaft often rubs against the housing, the plastic edge of the hole where the stick pokes out. This friction can cause wear, leading to issues like joystick drift, where the stick registers input even when you're not touching it. Okay, so in this new design, the protruding portion contacts the pedestal before the shaft can touch the housing. This reduces friction between the shaft and the housing, potentially extending the stick's lifespan. So it's not that it cures joystick drift for good. This is just like another measure Nintendo's taking without maybe not going all the way with the magnetic what is it, the other technology that exists out there. I can't remember. I'm having a senior moment right now. But and you can come here and read the rest of it. I don't want to keep you too much here. But in other words, this is what the updated joystick for the Nintendo Switch 2 looks like and feels like, and how it is put together, right? Nintendo did take some steps in order to add some lifespan to it, not necessarily make it, last forever. I guess that's part of the product line, right? Things break, you buy another one. Things break, you buy another one. So nothing is really meant to last forever. They need to keep the ball rolling somehow. And so I guess what they did this time is kind of made it a little stronger, right? They added these two little bridges where the joystick can stop at a certain point and not go all the way down like it does on a Nintendo Switch, where it would with a repeated motion over time will cause some wear that leads to joystick drift. And here they managed to kind of at least stop that for a little bit, not completely stop it, but more prolong the life of the joystick. So at least we know Nintendo has thought about the joystick drift, is planning to do, or has done, or will do something about it in future, or is, I don't know. I mean, whether we have it or not, it's right here. Whether Nintendo will do it later, it's right there. We'll just have to wait and see, because we might have it now, but then again, we might not. This is a conundrum here. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Subscribe if you want to. I love you all anyway. I'll see you guys in the next one. Never give up. Journey on. Peace.